Good evening, art buddies, and welcome in. Welcome to Bricolage with Paintgirlee. I'm Paintgirlee, and tonight, this evening, it's going to be a little different because, well, semi-different because I don't really have a plan. Wah, wah, wah. Look, and I lost a nail. I have no idea where. And I fell asleep, took a nap, and forgot about putting on a nail. So I have a naked finger. I apologize. But I was looking at some paints to see what paints I might need. I signed up for these painting lessons, abstract painting, and I have a lot of, old acrylic paints that I've had for years. Hey, Candy, good evening. I have a question for you, Candy. An art question. So this gal that I signed up with to take these lessons, she recommends that we have a fluid medium, but she didn't really she didn't say what or how we're going to use it, like what it's for. So she has these little bottles like this, and I have these in my stash, and she fills it up with fluid medium and paint. And hey, Cynthia, good evening. I didn't say good evening to anybody. Teresa's working on her TV, and there's Joyce. Hello, girls. And I don't know how we're going to use it, so I don't have it. I put it in my cart. But does the float medium's different though, right? Like I'm trying to see if I have something that I could maybe I should just Google that. What can I substitute fluid medium for? Because I don't really know what it's for. And she might not use it till like the end of the lesson. Hey, Vale. Good evening. Look, this is to hold my phone. So anyway, I was digging around to see what paints I have because I have a little paint. It's a grid that's shaped like a box, and you can put all your different paint bottles in it, and then it spins. So I have a large one and I have a small one. So the small one kind of holds most of my blue paints. So I yanked that out. And of course, when I yanked that out, I've got all kinds of stuff stacked behind it that I totally forgot that I had. And this I told Jacqueline I didn't remember this, but I'm starting to remember it a little bit. Kathy Arbor there for a while was working on file folders. She didn't have hers hooked together like this, though, so I'm rethinking this. This is kind of annoying to me, but I just got it out. So these pouches, these file folder pouches were just filled with all different kind of arts that I did. Hi, Heidi. Good evening. So I pulled all that out and I put those away, put those different things away. Most of them were color pages that I had done and worked on. Don't know why I put them in here. And it looks like I prepped a lot of these pages. Look at the mess this is. And then I just put them on these rings, these what do you call them? Bookbinding rings. I guess it's all right, because then if I wanted to work on one, especially with my smaller area, I could just flap that back. But I have a couple of drawings in here, and then I've got other pages where I just started to I just put paint down. Like, why? Like, I don't know why. So I don't know if this is something I want to salvage and try to, do something with, or, pitch it. Some of them aren't too bad. But I think Colleen was working on something like, I think she had one. I think Kathy Berg had one where they use the file folders. My one sister her business was file folders. So anytime they had product that was damaged or couldn't be used, she would save it for me. Hey, Jill, good evening. I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. Good evening, good evening. So, now see, that looks cute, but what would I do on top of it? Kathy would paint on them. But she, she's a real good painter and artist, So this class, that's probably annoying. Yeah, let's do it this way. So the class that I signed up for, the gal, I was just thinking of something she said that I was gonna mention. Oh, she's got a catalyst. She recommends you get a catalyst, which I didn't know it had a name. I always called it a scraper. Like how we use our credit card to spread paint. Oh, there's Candy. She did hear me. You can use water, matte medium, or pouring medium. Oh, okay. I've got a couple of other. So not this. This is blending. Well, this says water conditioner. So what is the purpose of? Hey, Allie. So what is the purpose of it, Candy? Just to make your paint thinner? I'm just wondering, what it is. But anyway, so sorry, grabbing a drink there. So I have something by Vicky Boutin that's a catalyst. I didn't know I had it. I always had it up here right next to where all my oxides are. Hey, Kel. And I mean, it's been there for years. It's not there now. I don't know where I put it. It's a there are they are lessons that are recorded, Cynthia, and you can just watch them whenever you want. And I forget what it's called. Something about color. I'll show you what I did so far. I just did a couple lessons. I was going to use this little book for watercolor. That's why I bought it. There's a gal online, and I forget her name, but she had to do all different watercolor little projects. So that's what I started doing in here, which I'm not very good at watercolor. So then this gal's name, I was talking about her the other day, Yvette Saint Amant, something like that. So it's abstract, and she has you pick out these colors. She's got a certain color palette that she likes to use. Of course, you're free to do what you want. But I like her color palette. I just don't have some of them. And she recommends a small 5x5, something like that, and where you do the whole spread. So the one side is you do your solid color, and you leave a lot of white space, or she calls it fresh, on the right hand side. And then when you're done this, you bring one or two of these colors to the next page with you, and you do the solid on the opposite page. Don't ask me, I don't know why. And now this one, I didn't put any marks on. I don't think she put any marks on it. Any marks on this one were spattered, which, you're free to really do whatever you want. Is she using tubed paint or bottles? Bottles. She's using a Dick Blick brand, and she's using Folk Art. And then she's using, see, half the stuff I have, but my paints are so old. She's using an ink like this. Gel pens. We're going to be using a gel pen at some point. She said you can use this, but she uses the dropper. She had to use the dropper to make these little marks on your paper, in your book. So it's easier for me anyway. Hey, Brenda Mac, how you doing? It's easier for me to have the colors that go along. I'm very visual with a lot of this jazz. So, but by the time, and Michael's right now has a sale, but I don't know if their sale in the store is better than online. Online you can get 30% off, but I think, well, I don't know. I'll have to talk to Scooter. I might take a ride to Michael's tomorrow and just get a couple of things. I have a catalyst in my Amazon cart, but I have one. I'm trying to find where the heck I put the dang thing. This is typical Lori. So I'm digging around, finding all this stuff and some other stuff, and I'm looking for the catalyst. And then I'm finding all these things here. See, this is Timmy trash. I've got a Timmy trash journal somewhere. I got to dig that. That used to be back over there. I can't get to it right now. All right, so there's a couple of things I wanted to tell you guys before it escapes me. So, several of you know that I recently had a sale with Jacqueline, and I forgot to mention that I'm going away for a few days. So okay, so we're going to leave, I think it is July 29th. So if you pay your invoice after that, it's going to be a while. It's going to be several days before I can get your package out to you because I won't be here. Now, a lot of you have already paid, and I really appreciate that. That's wonderful. So just keep that in mind if you can. And then if you don't hear from me, it's because I'm not home. And then right when I arrive home, then Kellyanne comes for a visit. So we're going to be away till like August 5th. I have a hair appointment the 5th. And then Kel arrives on the 6th. So we're counting down the days. We're counting down the days. Yes, I did send out the invoices. And if you didn't get it, Jill, I'll check my information. But yes, or maybe check your spam file, folder, whatever. So I went to print. I was going to print some stuff tonight and work with some digitals that I purchased because I'm obsessed. Thank you, Jacqueline Lovely. 15 days and a week. Boop, boop. So, I can't get my printer. It's an old printer. It's an old brother. I guess I'll have to Google. It's set in the settings and the preferences. It's set for printing to bleed all the way to the edge. Jay is behind. She's working on hers, but she God bless her. She still has kids at home. She's got a full-time job, and she has had some more responsibilities at work put on her. And, sometimes it just doesn't go as you plan. So she's working on them, but she's just a little behind, but she's working on that. Yeah, Kel and I have met several times. She's come several times and kept me company, and we don't get into trouble, but we do have fun. We do have fun, and we giggle and do stuff. So we're really both looking forward to it. So we're counting the days. It's going to be a good time. So then I also saw this in one of my bins or boxes or whatever. Yes, Paintgirlee with 2 E's on the end, Jill. Here, let me put it. I'll put it in. Look at me. Look at me being all technical. Paintgirlee. I have the caps on for Teresa. So then I'm looking through and I'm like, oh, what is this? Oh, look, I have a journal started. Surprise, surprise. So let's have a look at this. So I'm just doing stuff that's around my desk tonight because I've got some stuff I like to get after. And so maybe I'll just do it tonight. Oh, look at these. I just found a book, a field notes bird book that I want to take the pages out and use the cover. Where did I put that? That should be pretty close at hand here. See if I come across that, I'll shoot. I might start taking that apart. Lori, are you mailing after you? No. If I just saw your payment came through, Vale, so yours will go out tomorrow. A couple other girls paid today, so theirs will go out tomorrow. But no, I'll be shipping right up until I leave. I'm just saying if anybody doesn't see it or can't get, to the pay the invoice before I leave, you just so you know where I am, that you know it, on the move, on the move. We're going up to my sister's lake house, upstate New York. So apparently this little book is supposed to be about birds. There's that stamp. Look at this, guys. It looks like it's almost, well, you know what? I wonder if I was trying to do this in the Three Birds Lane style. So this has got a good start to it. So let's see, what do I have? I only have 2 signatures. I think maybe I'd want more than that. I treated the back of those, printed on one side. Well, this shouldn't take too long to put it together. See, and then I usually will put a piece of cardboard here. Oh yeah, no problem, Vale. And then I'll attach my signatures to the board and then glue it in this way. All right, so that I can get working on that. I need to look at those digitals and see if there's some usually there's cards and ephemera and stuff you can cut out with the but look at this. I have no idea where I got it. Oh no. Yeah, no. I seem disorganized, but I'm in pretty good shape. I'm in pretty good shape. I've got all the things right in a little plastic tub right behind me. One thing, I generally, if you purchase a journal from me, I usually like to wrap it in tissue and stuff. But I didn't with your sale because I just didn't want extra weight in the package. Now I know tissue paper doesn't weigh much, but when you purchase several things, it does add up. It makes a difference. So yours are just in the cello bags. I mean, they're good, and I use a heavier plastic shipping bag. So this is a field guide by Roger Torrey Peterson. Let me see if there's a year on this one. Copyright 1934. 39 and 47. But see, a lot of this, I don't need all these pages. And it's stitched. But look at this. Once you take the dust jacket off, isn't that a cool cover? And it's a nice size. Oh, look at this on the back. It's a ruler. So I'm going to gut this, use some of the pages, and then I'll see what I have in digitals, that has to do with birds or nature, and make a journal in this. Won't that be fun? I think that'll be fun. So I don't know. I might start to take that apart. I'm showing you all the stuff that I've. Now I found these about a week ago. These are postcards. I think I bought these. Yeah, I know, right, Phil? Look, isn't that cute? Like, see, I wouldn't want to cover that up. We'll see. I don't know. Back cover too. Height silhouettes. I'm really not a birder, but I do like working with them. We made up some. We haven't seen hummingbirds in weeks. We have 3 or 4 feeders. Haven't seen not one. I don't know where they went. And then yesterday, the one that we have hanging out front at the end of our little porch area. It's not really a porch, I guess. But anyway, this little guy kept coming back, coming back. I said, Ron, we probably need to change out that water. It's not water. It's, the hummingbird nectar that you can make. So this box has no information on it, but I'm pretty sure I probably got it on Amazon. But they're postcards. And it's watercolor weight paper. So I messed around with a couple. Just messing around. I don't know. Look, I started to do something back here and thought I could paint over it. But look, you can see it. I'm not very slick when it comes to that. These are just blobs of watercolor paint. I have a page in a journal somewhere that's like this. I saw Ian Lahr do something like this one time. Have a beautiful day. Coneflower, I think that is. So see, I'm just getting the itch and the bug to start painting. I don't know why. I get so messy. It's so messy with it. So I put some stuff that I found in my porch journal, and I got some happy mail from Maisie that's right here. So and I want to show you Joyce's. I found what Joyce sent me. I knew I would find it, and I did. So Joyce sent me this. So she's, I think, willing to make these if anybody's interested. So let me put this. She sent me a lovely card, which, you know what? I think I'm going to put that in a. I got so many journals going, guys, but it's so fun. I just love it. That's the Amazon shipping bag making all that mess. Oh, thanks, Brenda. Thank you, Cynthia. So Joyce sent me this because she's very nice to me. She's very good to me. Look how cute this is. And she's calling this hand crocheted lace. See, and you can undo it, take it off, and use it in a project. Hey, Jackie. Good evening. She didn't get hers? Oh, man, somebody snagged it, maybe. Look, so she cuts out the little body, and she wraps that around. Now, if you're interested in this, you can contact Joyce personally. She can work out, a deal with you, whatever, you might be interested in. Because she does this and she does the pages. I'm just trying to think where I put my pages. I keep moving stuff. I know, isn't it, Dale? So I don't know how much is here. See, like, I'm really, really not wanting to take it apart. It's just so beautiful. And I'm sure if you have a special project and you need a special color, she's probably got all different kinds of colors. I hope I'm not misspeaking. Different kinds of colors in one yard. Thanks, Joyce. So you would email her or you can contact her through Messenger, I think. And she is Joyce Taylor Boring. You see your name right there, but you put Taylor in the middle, no spaces. Yes, you can dye it. Good point, Joyce. Um, you could coffee stain this, or whatever you want to do, at Gmail. So if you're interested in some of this work that Joyce is doing, you get a hold of her, okay? Just get a hold of her. So when I was getting ready for my sale, and I was going through some different journals I had available and stuff, I got to this one and I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep this one. You're welcome, Joyce. Um, so this is just a piece of old quilt that I purchased. These blocks of quilting from Pearl's Finds. So I just decided I was gonna make a cover. So I sandwiched in between some Amazon packaging, like one of those brown bags that they ship in. And then Pearl was also selling some of this fabric that looks like what a conductor, like a railroad conductor would wear, or his uniform would be made out of. And then I had all these pages that I purchased from Jacqueline that she, dyed, and then she stitched around the edge, which I just find it so annoying to do these, but I just enjoy having them in a journal. So I'm holding on to this one for myself. So I'm going to put a few things in here. So this is on my docket for tonight. So I've got this little note from Joyce. I've got happy mail here from Maisie. So I want to see what I can harvest from that whole envelope. And then earlier I was putting stuff in my porch journal. Now we had talked about this before. This is see how crowded I make my space. During the sale, we were also talking about some of my whimsy type of paintings that I've done. So this is one, and I don't know, this one. It's not really whimsy, but I don't drink wine. But I guess I was thinking for some reason I wanted to paint wine. I don't know, girls. I don't know. I wonder if I'm in the right journal. I've got two porch journals. And this is my memory. I just remember Mary saying one time she was going to take her porch journal, go sit down on her porch and do some drawing. And then she flipped through it. And oh, we did, Jill? Oh, that's fun. So Mary doesn't sell her things. She hoards all her stuff. And so I wanted to replicate what at that time, this is years ago, guys. So, I mean, this is just in my mind's eye, what I remember. But it was big enough where she could sit it on her lap. God bless her, she still has a lap. I'm trying to get my lap back, but it's a slow process. So I made two of them. I had gotten these big docket pages from a sale. And I just put all kinds of different eclectic stuff in. I think Kel brought me this. This is On the Water, Portland. This is Portland, Maine. Let's see, who's this from? Oh, this is from my sister, the birthday card. And then, sometimes you might want to draw in it or use it for collage or whatever. This was from our 40th wedding anniversary. We went and had dinner, and then I said, I want to go to Crumble and get a cookie. So that's what it did. So it's just all eclectic. I like this look. with the little squares and then just drawing weird things in it. So I did that. Saw Murray drawing this kind of stuff. I just copy everybody. Look, I've got all kinds of notes here. Don't know. I'm not going to read those right now. So I'm looking for, in one of these 3 journals, I think I want to put, maybe I'll slip Joyce's note in here. Look at that. Okay. Because I don't want to lose it, you know? Oh, look, there's a little pocket. Now let's see if that's, yeah, it's going to stay there. Okay. Some more drawings and stuff. Painty paper. That's my sweet aunt. I got this huge book with all these Monet pictures in it. Oh, what in the world am I going to? Hey, Aunt, good evening. What in the world am I going to do with it? Well, it went in this porch journal. This is, I think, a piece of rice paper. I don't know. You know, people talk about it. I have to have it. I have a problem. I have problems. What can I tell you? Happy mail from Cynthia McCoy. Right there. Okay, cool. Oh, this I just put in the other week. This is from Cynthia. The granny book. So I've got 2 of these. This was a drawing project. I have this really cool planner, you know, like a daytime planner. It had all these pretty images in it, and that bird's one of them. So I felt like I wanted to draw him. This is something from my family. Bill Uncle, Dad at Andalusia School. I went to this school. There were 2 buildings. My dad went to school in this building. When I was a student on that property, I don't think they used, maybe for offices, I'm not sure. But that's where I went to first grade through 6th, maybe. Found that in with my grandma's stuff. Another pocket. This is a coloring page. I think we looked at her before, maybe. And I remember years ago, the German, the art of cutting out stuff. I think it starts with an S. It's a German word. And you could buy little books with all this kind of paper in it. There's this one and this one. So I put them in as pages. And I thought she looked cute on there. Do a little background. So there's not a whole lot in this one. There's not a whole lot in the other one. I used the other one earlier. Some more painting paper. So that's porch journal number 1. So if you've got any big paper and you're like, oh, I don't know what I would ever do with this, or, you know, I guess I have to cut it. Now, you should have at least 1 giant book, I think. Just my opinion. And then I picked up this wildflower book. There you go. That's it. Teresa's got it. Sharon Schnitt. I thought Candy was going to come in first with it. So the wildflowers and some of these, yes. See, I glued a couple of them together and made a pocket here if I wanted to. So I added this today. That's one thing I found, an eyeball. I like to draw eyeballs. Don't ask me, guys. Now, this is just blobs of watercolor. And then just took a gel pen around them and then did some stamping. Now, you could put that on a card front or do whatever you like with it, but it's been sitting in a basket. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get all these things put somewhere. So this was a stencil, You know, when people use bags when you go and get food somewhere, this is a, you can see KFC upside down. Woohoo! Put some other stuff in some of these. Clear pockets. Oh, I added this eyeball. He was in my stack of stuff. Haven't done any eyeballs in a while. Oh, this was somebody was given prompts. I don't know, for some reason I think it was Janet Young. It wasn't the scavenger hunt. But this was 2018. And I just had a lined journal and I was doing I put them on his head. You got it, Ange. I was doing some prompts and it was high heels or something. So there were my high heels just stuck on a piece of painty paper. Now, some of you bought some painty paper from me. So it's different stuff you can do. This is a big piece that didn't get torn up. So I just glued that in. And I can add to these pages, you know, when I have something else I don't want to part with or I think it would look cute somewhere, I can add to this page. So this is another little watercolor. This one feels thicker. I don't think I have anything in there now. A couple more, just different styles. A cami. Oh, that's interesting, Anne. Picture, that's pretty. Look, here's another one. This is a pocket, but none of these were fitting in there, so I just glued them down. This I got in crooked. See, that's annoying to me. There was another crooked one. I ripped that baby out this afternoon. Oh. Oops. Some more painted paper. And this I made a little flip out. And I'm wondering about the, see, I hinged this with washi tape. I'm just wondering. Oh, you did, Ange? Oh, that's good news. Are you going to make any different shapes, Ange? I've got so many of your bowls. I'm looking for like a different shape, like a square one. What do you think about square, Ange? This I just put in. This was inspired by, I'm pretty sure, Kay Berg and Colleen. They found this girl. I think her last name might be Tamir, Tamir, something like that. Karen, she's got a pretty good accent. And she does really cool art. I have another one I kind of tried to do. I think I followed one of her videos. The way she drips the paint, she uses ink, and then she has you put on the focal points. I didn't look up her name, but I think it's something like that. Yeah, I think square would be cool. You could do it, Ange. Just instead of going around, keep going in a circle. Once you get to the edge, stop your machine and turn it. You know what I mean? Turn your piece. This is just a calendar page that I thought was cool. I got to glue that in somewhere. Let's see what Maisie sent me. I want to add some of this stuff in here. Let's see, now let's just make a little extra room. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get this stuff off of the envelope. I love the stamp and this little by airmail. So I'm just going to tear this. Want that. And see, this is a stamp. It's got the pound sign on it, so I want to throw that out. And then she's got little stickers across the bottom here. Maybe I can get some of that. You know what, Ange? I bet you could find a video on YouTube. I never thought about that. There might be some tips on how to do it. You know what I mean? Might be some tips that will make it easier. Well, let's get this little strip. And then she sent me a postcard because I don't know if she's still there. This says, "Greetings from the Isle of Mull." Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Oh, you know what? This can make a pocket. This can make a pocket. So the Phillies are playing tonight. I don't know when they were supposed to start, but they were in a rain delay. I think the game finally started. So I was going to hop in the shower this afternoon, but then I got my chair. What did I sit in my chair for? Something. And I fell right asleep, which is good because I try to take a nap when I stream on Tuesday nights. Great minds think alike, Ange. Found my little snippet scissors, which were missing. They were in my retreat pouch. See, look, I can go right like that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Look at these things she's made. Oh, look at these guys. Now, when okay, so I think I kind of mentioned that our daughter had surgery. She had to have some brain surgery done. So that was the end of March. And they, of course, where we were sitting, we were very comfortable in this waiting area. We were there with her husband. And we went down the elevator, and then there was a nice little cafe right there. So, if we needed something to drink or a little snack, we could get it. It was very convenient. But there was a gift shop there, and it had a stuffed animal. I don't know what this is called, this animal, this kind of animal. It says Mother and Offspring Act. But I think, I guess they're popular. I don't know. This stuffed animal, if I could have gotten away with it, I would have bought it. I think just for me. It was like $50. A Highland cow. I don't need a stuffed animal, guys. It was so soft and so delicious. Look at this guy. Looking extremely pleased with the latest headgear. Look at, he's got junk on his, right, a bull. A Highland bull. But for some reason, I think they're popular now. So she sent me that. Look, here's some more of her. Look, I could really use these for backgrounds here. And then look, I think she painted these. Aren't they cute? So let's make a little spread here. So I'm going to make a pocket. I don't want these to get lost. Okay, let's, what did I, there it is, right at my elbow, do with the glue. You could, Joyce, oh my gosh, Joyce, I have wanted to send you so many little reels with different crochet projects on it, and I keep thinking of your son saying, how old is this woman? It's not real, it's AI. Because some of these projects, I'm sure somebody could figure it out, but like using a little teeny tiny crochet hook and, the thinner thread, all the different colors, like little flowers that look like bells, or pansies and stuff. Jill said, I bought my great niece a stuffed one for $40, and her parents had it at the garage sale. Oh my gosh. I grabbed it quick and I said I would keep it and said, yes, ma'am. That's right. Good for you, Jill. Oh my goodness. All right. So, oh, this is a card. She's got another little note in here. I thought this was just, oh, maybe I wonder if she did paint this. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I can leave this flip open. I'm just going to do the back. I'm going to just glue the back. All right, I'm going to put it right in this corner. All right, let's see. Now, I really could do the Highland in there and the postcard. Maybe I can put these things over here. I'm going to glue these on here. Now, it'd be interesting to know. I guess I could ask her if what kind of cutouts these were, if they were from a book. It just would be interesting to know. Do that like a flip up and flip over. I even showed the bull to my husband. He said, "Don't get any ideas." Because even if I tried to say, well, I was going to get it for the grands, I would need two of them. And let's face it, those kids have so many stuffed animals, they don't need it. But see, stuffed animals has always been one of my favorites. Always one of my favorite things in life, stuffed animal. I'm going to put that under there. I think I still have more Happy Meal sitting by my comfy chair. I should get that stuff and stick it. Make a page. And let's see. I just was thinking, oh, I don't know if I glued that properly. Oh, yeah, that looks great. Look, I'm going to put this little guy down here. Oh, maybe I'll trim it out so it's smaller and I don't cover up what Maze did. Yeah. It's so fun to get stuff, especially fun. And I know shipping has increased. You know, everybody needs a raise. I get that, but sometimes it's just hard. But to get things from a different country is just so cool. Even different states, you know, it's just so cool. I just stuck my finger in it. Darn it. And there you have it. That's what I do all day long. Okay. Nice. Now I won't be able to lose it. As always, will be in my book. What else did I put in here? I think a couple more things. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, yep. The Santa. I don't know why I was drawing a pencil Santa. There he is. Of course, no year, no date. Way to go, Laura. I think this is some kind of special paper Kathy Cow sent me. Like it's some kind of an Italian paper. Oh, night on. Um, what did I do here? Oh, a little coloring page. Got a little overzealous with the glue. I think this is wrapping paper. Just use whatever you have, guys. Bricolage. Bricolage. Oh, yeah. This is painting paper. I stuck that down. This kind of reminds me of some stuff that oh, what's her name? Robin. Starts with an M. McClendon, maybe Robin McClendon. Joyce says, Lori, I found directions for the. You did, Joyce. Good job. I had sent a little reel to Joyce with this really cute cat. I guess it was like a coaster or something. Hey, Linda, good evening. And it was just adorable. And I thought, well, Joyce can figure this out. And so she started to look for the pattern and couldn't find it anywhere. And I guess was frustrated, which I guess most of us would be. And so I guess she asked her son about it, and he said, Mom, where did you get this? Who sent this to you? And of course it was me. And she said, my friend, Lori. And he's like, how old is she, Mom? And she said, well, she's probably about my age. And he said, well, there you have it. This is AI. It's, it's not a real thing. And I know they change and they do AI stuff with like people, but I wasn't thinking it would be like, a crochet pattern. Oh my gosh, we were laughing. Just a couple of old birds. Don't know what's going on. Oh, this is a Bennett Klein. Oh, I was going to write that on here, but see, I didn't write down that it's from Maisie. Bennett Klein color page. His paper is not easy to color on, I don't think. The paper is very thin, but his images are really cool. I think I put all my other coloring pages in my binder where I just slip them in, a little pouch. It keeps them in there so they're not glued down. It's fun to look through. Hey, Patty, good evening. It's probably not as much fun for you guys. Remembering some of the stuff I've done. Still a lot of pages in here. I can put a lot of stuff in here. I won't be able to lift it. I reinforced it. This was a double. This was 2 porch journals. I had sold these at one point, and I had a couple left over. So God forbid I throw anything away, guys. So I put them together to make one, a large one. And now I'm trying to get it up on my shelf. There we go. Done. Done and done. All right, so I think, oh, there's probably stuff in there I could have put in there. I think I would really like to start taking this book apart. Sometimes I save the dust cover to use inside the book, inside the journal somehow. This one's pretty rough, so I'm not sure, but I might be able to cut those birds out and use those birds. So I usually hang on to the dust jacket. Now let's see. Oh, you know what? I put that. See, I'm going to forget to do that. I have to write in that journal that Maisie sent me that stuff I put in there. You know, I have the attention span of a gnat. Lori, I can't find you on Instagram, and I can't find the Quint. Oh, okay. I'll find you that exact information for that digital. And I'm just Paintgirlee. Are you spelling it correctly? It's PAINT, no space, GIRLEE on Instagram. I could try to find you, Patty, and send you a message or a request. I think the allergies, my eyes have been really not good. All right, so now the tricky part is going to be to not damage this. To get this, which I don't know if I can do it, guys. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see how I do. Let's see if I can find where I can just start taking some pages out and thin it out that way instead of taking the whole block out. These are pretty nice pages. I'm just trying to look and see where. Really, Allie? And it's like when they water, whatever is dripping out of it kind of burns my skin. It's very irritating. No pun intended. See, sometimes you can see. Once you find the one spot, then usually you can count pages and see right where the center is and start taking some out easily. But it's like, Joey said her eyes have felt dry and itchy. Yeah, I can hardly open them in the morning. We both keep, oh, look, here, is this it? We both keep eye drops right next to where we sleep. I mean, how much older can we get? See, this is really in that tight. This is going to be a challenge. See, but if I cut here, I'm going to lose. Well, maybe not. Well, maybe not. Maybe if I. Oh, let's give it a go. It's just, I'm sure I can find the book again online. See, this is a bad attitude. Don't do what I do. That's a bad attitude. Now I'm trying to go right as close to the book pages as I can because I don't want to cut through the back of the, I really don't want to cut that either because I love that fabric. I don't want to cut through this spine. Now, Jacqueline's got some kind of tool. I forget what the heck she calls it. It's got some kind of a hook on it. And she just and rips it down. Of course, she's slam bam. She does everything quick. She's young. She's still a kid. She's got a lot of gusto in her. I'm slow. Oopsie. Good thing I have my nail on. Whoop, whoop. Hey, there's Jean. Hi, Jean. I saw our girl Kristen was on the other day, but I didn't tune in. I didn't trust myself to tune in. That's the other thing I want to do is I want to look at that paper and start thinking about signatures. Signatures. Mm. Now I have to remember how my finger in there. I think I've told this story before. We had just moved. We had only been here maybe a year, and Scooter always has gotten up early and goes to bed pretty early. He doesn't do well if he doesn't get um, a good night's sleep, so that's fine. And when he was working, I mean, he'd be on the road and into the office like at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know? So when he was working, he would go to work that early. He'd go to bed by 8 o'clock, you know? So, anyway, he had just gotten into bed, and I'm sitting out here at my desk. I'm pretty sure I'm taking a book apart. Hey there, Shelley. Hi, Shelley. I was, over anxious and, just learning all this stuff. So I have a blade like this, and I'm thinking to myself, you're doing this wrong. You should be doing it different. And in a split second, I sliced one of my fingers. Of course, there's blood going all over. And I know he went to bed. Hey, hi, Lala. How are you? You staying cool? You staying cool? Um, so I knew I was going to have stitches, and I didn't think I could drive myself. So I go in, and I cut myself pretty bad. You what? I cut myself pretty bad. Well, we're new to the area. We don't even know what hospital. We don't even know what hospital. So I've got a paper towel around my finger like this. I'm putting pressure on it. He just started working at the place where he's still working now. Same boss. His boss changed jobs, and then she talked him into not retiring and working with her remotely. And so he didn't want to just, jump in the car. I know, right, Angie? You're exactly right. I mean, I knew I was going to do it. So, yeah, my fingers throbbing. He's looking online. He's calling his boss. I'm like, could we just go to the ER already? So, of course, it's nighttime. It's dark. We don't know where we're going. He's saying to me, look for signs for a hospital. Maybe we shouldn't go to that hospital. That one doesn't. Oh my gosh. Well, I finally got there. It all worked out. All was fine. Got a couple of stitches. It was, not that big of a deal, but oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lala. I hope you start to feel better, more like yourself. All right, I'm just going to try to stick the blade in here. Jacqueline swears by that tool she uses. I guess it's very sharp and it gives you a really clean cut. I'm just really trying to preserve those inside pages. Okay, I did it. Got it out. Whoops, lost that page. Now this, see, this is in there pretty good. You know, I'm going to have to trim all that. I'm going to have to trim that, so we'll see. I'll put a little heat. Oh, no, that's pulling apart. Okay. Is the crank here? Oh, there she is. Hey, Crank, how you doing? Okay, so this is pretty good. Okay. Okay, all right, okay. See, now, I like to see all this jazz, too. See, this has got some cool stuff on it here. And this, like, what is this fabric called? Oh, you fabric ladies, what do they call this fabric that they put at the top of the pages, you know? It looks like that. It's like, looks like it's stitched. All right, let's see. Let's go right to the, see if we can find. So I don't want to just rip the pages out because I want to be able to use these as signatures. Oh, look, is it? Oh, I'm upside down. Not that it matters, but okay, Ange. Have a good snooze. Oh, here's some stitches. Here we go. Now, see, sometimes it's hard to get in there. It's going to be hard. See, you can see them right there. It's hard to get underneath them and cut them without digging your pages. So sometimes I go under it with my pokey tool, put a little tension on it, see, and then it's easier to slice it. And sometimes you only get like one, and it's usually double. You could use scissors too. I just had the blade out. Oh, they're called headbands? Oh, thanks, Joyce. Look at there. There's a rubber band. I don't know where that came from. Oh, it's like heaven. Heaven. And you get so many out, and then there's some that are glued. And you got to start all over again. And sometimes you can give it a tug, but usually it comes apart for me. Let's see. Well, not too bad. This is a 3-pager, I think. Yeah. That one's going to be a loosey-goosey. All right, let's see. Now, I don't usually, well, this is, I don't usually keep, if I'm taking apart a book like this, I don't usually keep the pages in order. And I might use the pages and do more like a bloom kind of a technique, you know, where I'm just gluing stuff down and reworking the pages that way. Usually you can tell the photo pages are easier to see where the signatures are. See, this looks like a signature, but I should be able to find the center. but it's really in there tight. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is really nice thin thread too. Strong. But see, I use that thick stuff, that waxed linen. I couldn't just, buy one spool. I had to buy a whole box. It's all about the colors for me. I wanted all the different colors. Options. I like options. Options. So, Joyce, how do they sell that? Do they sell that headband stuff? And is it double? Like, how is it double-ended? Like, do you buy it one way and then no? How would? Maybe it's in a big strip this way, and then they just snip. Joyce is a genius. See, these are going to make nice signatures. I should have counted so I could know when the next section is. When it's the same color, it's hard for these old eyes to pick it up. It looks like it should be there. I think I've got it. I've never bought it, but I've seen it on. Oh, really, Joyce? Okay, I'm going to have to look that up. That's very intriguing to me. I'm trying to talk myself out of buying all this paint. Although I do want to paint some more composition book covers. I really enjoy doing that. And I could use some new colors with that for sure. And, some that's not. A lot of my paints are just dry. See, when it doesn't come out easy, I know I've missed one of the threads. Yep, I do it all the time. I'll see if I got it. All right, so that's. I'll get more of these out. You don't have to sit and watch me do this all night. Then maybe I'll look at some of my paper pads that I just got. Jean tipped some of us off to this gal that was selling scrapbook. Oh, wait a minute. Heidi's got some information here. It's sold by the yard like binding tape is. Look for headband for books. Oh, okay, Heidi. Thank you. I just would like to see it. Anyway, I said that I don't have much left in scrapbook paper. So I was wanting to replenish, Gosh, my eyes are just so itchy. Oh, look at these owls. I was thinking I want to paint another whimsical out. I've got a couple started, but I don't do them in a journal. I want to do them in a journal. There it is. Another one. See, if you can bend the book back like this, it's much easier to get those threads cut. Now, when I make a signature for my taste, I usually do between, who am I kidding? I like to do between, oh, you did, Jill? Oh, yeah, you were mentioning that. Nice. Jill found a secondhand shop that's new to her near where she lives. So she just got some paper. Oh, nice. Um, Gosh, I don't know. I start to say something. I interrupt myself all the time, and then I don't remember what I was saying. Some books that are older, if I can get this whole back, well, I have a bag of it here somewhere. Get all of this ripped off. I like to use it in on pages. Jill says and material, which I just covered my first journal cover with. Oh, nice. Was it like flowers or abstract or like what kind of fabric? See, I'm doing a jackal on you. Asking all these questions that you may not want to share or divulge. Oh, pages in a signature. I usually try to go between 9 and maybe 11, 12, just depends. And then, of course, it depends on this area that I have to work with, So I have basically this. But years ago, I saw oh my gosh, I can see her face. You don't know that much. Sorry. Oh no, Kel. Oh, Kel, do you have a magnet? Always go over the area with a magnet. Oh, that's discouraging. Lisa, my eclectic life. Whew. Because all books have this little gutter. I know there's a name for it, but I don't know what it is. And if you want to gain a little extra space, you can push that. Of course, now your pages are going to have to be smaller. But if you push down on that gully and push it out, so you can gain all that extra space. If you put a piece of cardboard in there, it'll hold it out. But if I do that, I think my pages are going to be too big. Let's do a little test. Let's do a little test. And you got to remember there's going to be stuff on the pages too, so that gives some proof. I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, it would be tight. Now, the less pages you have in a signature, oh, she loves that peyote. I mean, it's pretty, but I don't know how she can stand to do it, if I'm honest. Can't break and replace a bead in peyote. So we'll just say, we'll just see. We'll just see. And I might want to put other pages in with this. All right, so if I do 1, 2, on the counter. 3, 4, 5. I do 5 of this kind. And let's see what we got here. I'm not liking these so much, so maybe I'll cut these apart and use them like on tags and stuff. So I want some other pages. Where can I steal some pages from? So that was 5. That's birds. That's for the birds. I know Kel's thinking, just put a bird on it. 1, 2. Well, that's interesting. 3, 5. And I usually always like to try to have my signatures the same amount of pages in each one, the same types of paper in each one. Oh, so annoying. 1, 2, 2. Let's see, I don't know if I need the appendix. Oh, look, these are cool. These are like what was in the cover. Let's grab a couple of those. 2. Oh, no, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Now, if I do, and I usually like to have an odd number of signatures. Oh, I know. I'm just, what can I tell you? Look, I had to buy these things, these file folder things. I don't know how long I've had them, never used them. Maybe maybe a couple of these would look cute in here in a signature. Let's throw one of these in each one. I gotta start using this stuff. Right? Don't you love it when you're looking for one thing and you find something else you have? Yes, yes. Or if you're looking for something and you've been wanting to purchase something and you find that you have it. Oh. Oh. All right, so they're in there. Okay, so put these up here. Now that can go back. Now I was just thinking, I was rooting around in some stuff and I thought, oh, I've got all kinds of pages in here. Now let's see. Oh, yeah, let's look at these. Yeah. So these would have to be trimmed. Not interested in doing that right now, but I might have to. So if let's do this way. Are you hiding? Yeah. Oh, look. This fits just about, I could just take that one line off. Now the lines are going, a different way, but am I going to worry about that? Not so much. Now, let's see if I can use this cutter. I've got cutters all over the place. And I have a hard time. All right, so I was going to take the one. A hard time knowing where this is going to trim. Not great. I'm usually better with scissors, but let's just continue and see if I can. Yeah, I'll get the scissors. Okay, so my son has 2 ferrets. Are there any ferret fans here? I am not a ferret fan. I am not a ferret fan. I understand they keep them company. Every once in a while, I would go to his apartment, stay overnight. We'd go out and have dinner, do something, stay overnight. I just would sleep on the couch. But he lets them run free. Okay? So I'm out in the living room. He's in his bedroom. He doesn't mind if they jump up all over him. And their fingers, their nails are so short. I mean, so sharp. Heidi says, matter of fact, I did that just the other day. I was on Amazon looking for a book I saw someone using on YouTube, and it said I had. But you know what? It's helpful that Amazon does that. You know what? Etsy doesn't do that. And I'm pretty sure I have bought the same digitals a couple times over. And those digitals, the thing that annoys me with them is, oh, missed the bin. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you that you already bought it once. Oh, I don't want to go. I want to go on this one. Or it says, oh yeah, this is what annoys me. It says there's only one left. It's a digital. Come on. So Joyce says, my daughter had guinea pigs and a rabbit. Oh, I don't know about it. I had a friend that had a rabbit, just left it hop all over the house. I don't know. I guess it kind of unnerves me. The rabbit kind of unnerved me a little bit. So he's always sending me reels. And so I got a reel. I don't even, sometimes I just don't even want to look at them because I never know what he's going to send me. Okay. Truth be told. It's always a crapshoot. So this one was about ferrets. Oh my gosh. This little ferret was trying to show its owner that it had babies. Wanted his owner to look at the babies. And the ferrets, she wasn't digging in, but she grabbed him with her mouth and she's pulling this man's hand, it looks like a man's hand, over towards where she sleeps. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll have to trim a little bit off the top. So I need a couple of these. How many do I have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 in each thing. Okay, we'll put this up. This is nice weight paper too. And so then he finally, goes with the ferret over to the bedding area where he's got all these babies. And the ferret is dragging his hand and trying to get the baby in his hand. And then, of course, they wake up and they're all squealing. I don't know. It's a whole different world. There are a lot of people out there that are really into ferrets. Like he joined like a ferret thing, like a ferret club or something, where they all talk about ferrets. Well, maybe not a club, but an online thing. Well, did you know where it was, Heidi? Did you remember? Like, did you know? See, I wouldn't have any idea where it was. I have these other books. I went. You found it. Good for you. Oh, that's great. I've got these other books by this Laura Stoddard. Oh my gosh, I bought like so many of them because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to find them again. I think they're so cool, but I haven't taken one of those apart yet. Well, that's not true. I do, but I use the pages in different projects. Um, but I was thinking that I would like to do one just of those pages. Um, that's three. I wanted six. I don't know if I got six or not. Oh, but the pages are so cool. I don't know what I would do with them to make a journal. Look, here's one just sticking right out for me to show you. I love these images. Has anybody ever seen these? By Laura Stoddard. Look at the art. We could probably draw like that with the inside. Covers are nice and plain, right? This is real. This is real stiff. Look, there's a guy there holding those big flowers. It's illustrated words of Jesus for women. Oh, really, Heidi? Oh, that sounds interesting. Is it just me or do you love it? Look at these. And then there's a little, this is by Robert Louis Stevenson. They have different little quips from people. Look, they just drew trees on a open book. The house part one. Look at all the houses. Couches. See, look, I could take this apart. Look. But it's just got such cool. Everything's exaggerated. So they got she's got all the beds here, and this one says this is by Henry Lauder. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning, but it's nicer to stay in bed. And then she's got the date 1870 to 1950. For worse or best, right good is rest. That's anonymous. So everything here has to do with the beds. Now we got a tub. I just love these. Look. So, like, what would you do to turn this into a journal? Oh, look, you can see those stitches straight away. I just love it. So I think I probably have 3 or 4 of this. There's a couple different ones, and I bought 3 or 4 of each one. Oh, I saw Janet had some kind of devotional thing she was doing, and I didn't go in. I get myself so distracted if I have it. See, like I was doing invoices and stuff, and if I watch a live, then I end up chatting, and then I don't get anything done. I know. Well, I think we're all in that boat to some degree, except maybe like somebody like Dee Dee. She's so organized. She just always amazes me. Oh yeah, I did that like 12 years ago. Oh, here it is. And she just can pull it right out and she knows where it is. I know some of you are unpacking stuff, and so you probably will be that way once you get everything set up in your new place. Like Candy moved not too long ago, and Shelley thought she was moving, so she's got a bunch of stuff packed up. Just going to go ahead and fold these. Now I think I probably want to get out some of Jacqueline's paper that I have. These two. I don't know if I've got 6. I don't think I do. It's a little crooked. Yeah, I have to. And then sometimes I'll be watching on my phone. Okay, true confessions. I'm watching the live on my phone, but I've got stuff on my computer screen, which is in front of me, and I decide to say something in chat, and I'm using my keyboard to try to type in chat on my phone. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, guys. You have to use the keyboard on the phone, just like I was. Okay, so I ordered that alien tape, and that came. Janice Klein suggested poster tape, but I had already ordered this alien tape. It was not what I expected. It's kind of cushioned. It's kind of really thick, and it didn't feel that sticky. But I put it on the back of my power strip thing, and it's been holding all day. All day. So, fingers crossed. Now this has to be trimmed a little. It's going to stick out the top of the. I should measure, shouldn't I? Yeah, I don't usually measure. Or as Mary says with her Nebraska accent, measure. She measures. Okay, so it's. Oh, I hate when this is not. So it's 7 1/4. 7 1/4. Now, my cutter, I have a hard time seeing those numbers. I picked this up at a thrift shop. I had never heard of this brand before, but Peggy said it's a good brand. Carl. Now let's see if I can do this. I don't know. See, I have a hard time seeing, mostly because the boobs get in the way. The boobs are always in the way. I can't see. So I want it to be 7. And that is, oh no, 7. See? 7 1/4. That's a little crooked. Right there, I think. That looks right. Crooked. It's crooked. It's crooked. Yep, a little crooked. Such a little crooked. You know, maybe the outer edge. I just never seem to be able to cut straight. I've got it lined up there, up against, so maybe that wasn't up all the way. My bonus son says I could be a sitcom. See, now it's not cutting. Hey, you little stinker. It's a junk journal. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I want it to be perfect. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Right, so this is one of the pages. See if I can do it this way. Do I, Jackie? Oh, good. That's good. Well, my whole family, he's like, the whole lot of you could be a sitcom. Especially when my mom was alive. Oh my gosh, what a pip she was. What a pip. I folded this one crooked. I should have measured inside. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. So that gives me 7 pages for each signature. I know I'm going to want to use some digitals. I'm pretty sure. Well, I have that one. That's a digital. That one journal I showed you earlier. That's birds. I'll have to go find that file. All right, so I want 2 of these. Now these aren't in order. You know, these will get all moved. These will get moved around. And I'll probably put some of Jacqueline's paper in. I think this one only has 1, right? I mean, I can't even count to 6, okay? I was going to count to, I was going to do 6. I'm going to count to 6. She's a struggle. So I made soup earlier. I think that's still sitting out in the kitchen. I gotta find a room in the refrigerator for that. Oh boy. That's a chore sometimes. It seems like for us, the refrigerator is either packed or looks like a ghost town. Never seems to be a happy medium. I mean, we have plenty, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes there's just more leftovers. I don't know. My husband's a king of leftovers. I do better with them now than I did years ago. I really didn't like leftovers. But that's a personality flaw. Personality flaw. All right, let's get this one trimmed. All right, so let's see. How long have I been banging your ears here for? Oh, an hour and 45 minutes. All right, so let's look at some of my paper. I had a hard time getting in. I talked about this, I think, before, about Whatnot sale, getting in to purchase. Jean got some deals. I mean, I don't know. The price just kept going up. I only bid myself up once, so that was good. But excuse me, I had to have a little sip there. Let's see. And of course, I have to pick the plastic off. I don't know why. I have to pick it. I can't just open it up. I have to pick it off, and then it sticks to everything. I'm so annoying. So very annoying. All right, so I don't want the daisy. Okay, so this is wildflower, and this is the daisy. Of course, I pick up the daisy. Let's see what the other one is. Now, I might be looking at these and then say, oh, yeah, well, maybe not with, oh, maybe this one will be Meadow Garden. This could go with birds, huh? I like that the back sides are. This is Crafter's Companion. I don't know if these are being made anymore, but see, the back side is not white, but not woo in your face. Now, let's just look at what we're. I'll have to get my big cutter out for this. I don't know, I might have to rethink this. I might have to look at my digitals first. Now these I don't think have any like little cards on them. Like you know, I think they're all big sheets. Hmm. Pretty paper though, right? Let's look at this other one. I couldn't really get in to get anything else. I'm just not feeling it for the birds. Not feeling it for the birds. See, where's that burgundy? This. See, this is a digital. See, I'm more like in this to go in that bird journal. So I'm gonna have to look at my digitals. I think I like the coloring and everything on this. Yeah, it is a neat paper pack for sure. The daisy one is cute too. Maybe the daisy would be better for the to put with the birds. Let's see what this one looks like real quick. Yeah, this has got the barn slats on a lot of these pages, which are nice. Yeah, see, that's nice. See, there's the crane. Yeah, maybe the daisy would be better. This looks like a house painter's drop cloth, doesn't it? That's what that reminds me of. That could work. Let's fuss around with this. See, now I don't remember with this digital. I think this was a digital. Although that paper doesn't look white, does it? Well, maybe I put some coffee on this. You never know with me. Yeah, right, Allie. Yeah. So it's got folded up. So it's not cut correctly. So if I want to use this part, hmm, now let me get my disappearing ink pen. I can make a mark. And then if I just hit it with my heat tool, it will disappear. Blue. We'll go with blue. Look how I cut. See, look. Oops, now I'm getting it all over. I'm just going to use my scissors. This big paper won't fit in that little cutter. My big cutter is way across the room. I'm right straight across. And I can still see a little bit of that ink there, so I'll just use my heat tool. And it takes it off. One of the best things I ever bought. One of the best things I ever bought. Oops, there goes the tape. So everybody stay in their spot, please. Let's get a little pinch there. Now, this is the curious part. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. I've got some over here. Put that back in its spot. All right. It's not folding as nice as some scrapbook papers do. Kind of got a little busted there. Of course, I think I want it this way. You know, it's already getting, this may not stay. We'll see. So if I do that, of course, I would ink my edges for sure. Now let's just steal from this. There were a couple of loose pieces here, I think. Let's see what else we can steal from this journal. Yeah, this isn't presentation paper. This is just regular paper. I didn't know about presentation paper when I was printing these. I'll cut him out. Does it work on all paper, Joyce? What do you spritz it with a little bit of water? Because they say to do that with the embossing folders. Are you willing to share? I learned a trick too about how to tear paper so you don't get that white bit, but I never remember how to do it. No water, huh? Oh, Joyce, you've got my interest piqued. I tried the water trick on the embossing folders, especially the 3D ones, and it works okay. But this last lady, she said, "Oh, it's just the way you bend. It's just the way it bends." What? Which way you put the groove? If you use a scoreboard, you mean like that? Anyway, um, she said it just missed it lightly, which is hard for me to do because I don't have the right kind of mister, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. This is too long. I kind of like that card. Just leave it soak in a little bit. Give it a few seconds before you go, smashing it through the machine. All right, so let's. Looks crooked too to me. I think I do have a crooked eye, if there is such a thing as a crooked eye. So, this may not end up being the first page. I don't know. Hey, Bug, how are you? Good evening. All right, let's see. Where did I put mine? Right there. And let's see if we can straighten this up a little bit. I usually like to put a little divot or a little finger index just by the way it bends. I always thought it was the quality of the paper. I am liking this potting soil archival ink. It's it's getting the edges where you can really see there's some color on the edges. It takes me a little bit to use the vintage photo to get it to do. Now, I like the way it looks to have the edges inked, but I don't really like to ink so much. But I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm thinking I need some script or something on this paper too. I wonder if Teresa got our TV fixed. She was trying to fix her TV so she could watch. See, my sponge is starting to crumble. I don't throw anything out. I keep them way too long. All right, where is my... Just had this stuff out. Okay, let's see. Let's do a test. Let's do a test here. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's put a little bit of script on this. We'll see if we can jazz it up a little bit. Alrighty. I think I want to put that there, but let's see. What is this on here? Now, I think it'd be really nice if I could find that bag of bookbinding trash. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I could find it? Use it when I want to use it. I've got a whole big bag somewhere. Oh, look at these guys. I have stuff everywhere. And I had it in my hand not that long ago. I've got a bag of, I had to clear my desk off real quick. The sale. So I've got a bag of stuff down here. It's in here. I'm going to have a peek because there might be some other stuff we could use. I want a few more layers. Oh, there's some cheese. Oh, that goes good. There's some cheese there. That's good. Little piece of netting. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's see what we can do with that stuff. I don't see my bag of bookbinding stuff. Let's cover this up. Do you ever have this something like this open on your desk, and then a piece of paper you wanted to use, it got pushed, and then it got on top of that, and it ruined the. It happened to me. It happened to me. It happened to me. Do do do. Let's give this a little snip. Let's give this a little snippety snip. A snip and it's here. Just fuss around with it till you get it where, you're heading to bed. Okay, honey, what time is it? Did you take your medicine? Where's I buried my phone. Well, it's 10:30. Uh-oh, the Phillies lost. Ugh. What? Have a good snooze, Kel. I think I want to staple this. I get my tiny attacher out. Good girl. Good girl. All right, that's going to be oh no, that's not going to be the pocket. It's going to be on top. Okay. I just thought, oh, that's going to be annoying. It could have a little thing. If I make that a pocket. Now this is a piece of quilt. I took the fluff part out and I used the back side for something else. Yep. I think that looks cute, but that would be annoying. That covers up what I did there, so maybe we'll go like that. All right, so I'm just going to glue the 3 sides because I can make little tags. I emailed you my info since I couldn't find an email from you. Huh. I wonder why. Because I emailed someone else earlier too. They said the same thing. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. Okay, Jill, thank you. I'll double check and make sure I have the right email for you. All right, so this might be a little fiddly over on that side. Let's put this here, and then maybe I'll use hot glue there. a little baby wipe. Clean up that little extra glue that came out there. All right, we'll do the 3 edges. Okay, hon. Okay, Jill. Thanks, honey. It'll be on my mind. I'll check it quick before I close up my computer tonight. It could be I have, 1 letter wrong or something. But usually I get a message that says that you couldn't be sent. All right. Let's give that a minute. Give that a minute. And I have little die cuts that make little tags. So they'll be cute out of this extra paper. Now, if I put this here, so it's going to be over there. Over there. This little guy would look cute somewhere. What else have we got here? See, now I'm anxious to look for the digitals I have available and see what else is in this little set here. That probably would be annoying. See, this is cute. Let's tear down here. Okay, I'm just going to finish this up and then we'll start saying our goodbyes for tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in and spending some time with me. There's like a little ink in here, a little inkin. When I came on, I guess the power went out. I'm going to guess around 6 maybe. So. And they say, your power will never go out because the fiber optics is underground. Yeah, well, okay. But it does go out on occasion. Now, see, this could really be a tuck spot here. So I think I will glue it that way instead of gluing it down solid. And then I am going to put this at the top, I think. All right, so 3 sides. And it was still thundering and all when I got on this evening. But of course, my computer had shut off, so. I didn't have trouble getting on, so that was good. But I thought we might get zapped again. Before I got into this junk journaling thing, thinking about times when I would be at a yard sale or something like that and see somebody's old comforter or quilt I'm thinking, why are they selling that ratty thing? Now I wish I had picked it up. Now you can't find them, or at least I can't. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Okay, put some glue here. Now, something else might get added on top of this piece of fabric, but for right now, it'll just be this way. So I've got a start. I've got a pretty good idea. I probably am going to put some coffee on these pages here, and knock this whiteness back a little bit, and then it's going to go in this yummy cover. I don't know about this here. Field guide to birds. I have to leave some pages to be able to write on. So yeah, I think that daisy paper is going to work out nicely with the addition of some birds. Who knows? I may. You're there, you're watching because you can't. Oh, okay, honey. I didn't want anyone to think I would. Oh, no, we wouldn't think that. Oh, sorry, Teresa. Um, yeah, so I think this will turn out okay. I might have to buy a digital, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Some of them still have them on sale, 50% off. I can't stand. I can't stand to pass up a deal. Okay. So thank you so very much for coming in. It was nice to see all of you. Don't forget Joyce's little goodies here that she makes. I'll show that again. And yeah, gosh, it's Tuesday evening already. Gosh. So enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully, if you're around. Oh, there's 6 8 6804. Isn't that cute? I don't know that I've met you before. Oh, there it is on the little. Oh, hello. How cute is that? She's got 6804 and she's 6804. Or she, he. I don't know if she's a she, he. But thanks for saying hi. We're just getting ready to wrap up here for this evening. So thanks everyone for joining me. And yeah, if it's still warm, it's still muggy and warm here. So, take care of yourselves, all right? And going forward, I'm going to probably be a little MIA for a bit because we're going to go away for a few days. I'll stream when Kel's here because she doesn't mind. And yes, she's a she. It's brand new. Oh, thanks for coming in. It's nice to meet you. Oh, I hope you can come again sometimes. So Thursday morning, I plan to stream as usual. If you can join me, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here. And yeah, at least I think I don't even know what today is. Okay, what's today? The 18th or 19th or something like? Oh, no, 21st. Yeah, so we're leaving in a couple of days. I guess I should think about packing. One time we went up to my sister's lake house and my suitcase got left behind. Yeah, that was interesting. That was a fun trip. Well. And we'll be taking the little Jenny with us, so that'll be good. We don't have to worry about her. She'll go with us. She's good. She's usually good for us. So we'll see. Oh, is that your name, Brandy? 6804. Brandy? Linda, you're in the know, kid. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. All right. Hey, listen, everybody have a good snooze. I think I put Val to sleep. I hope she gets a good night's sleep too. Don't forget, Take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. And until I see you next time, don't do this with your glue. Okay? Just saying. Oh, your name is Barbara. I don't know who Brandy is. Doesn't matter. Nice to meet you, Barbara. Okay, listen, kids, I'm out. Have a good rest of your evening, all right? Till I see you next time. Take care. Love you much. Bye bye.